a Success Academy parent of 3 years. My child is black. I'm a first-generation immigrant of America. My mother's African American. I'm an anchor baby. I am a lot of things. When my son got accepted to Success Academy, we were homeless. We moved to East New York. I was a college student. My son was mistreated by white staff, 83% white. He went to the whitest location they have. At the time, it was 11 schools. This was in 2011. He got an IEP. When he received that IEP, he was above his classmates. He was in the first grade, reading on third grade level, same across the board. They were surprised because how could this be a black child in the ghetto so smart? They did not treat him accordingly. He was treated different than his peers. Let's fast forward. By the time he left Success Academy, he was suspended over 27 times. 27 times. So I don't care about there's no expel rate. Let's look at your suspension rate. Let's look at how many return back to our hood rate. Okay? Now my child that stayed in that school for 3 years, we have problems moving back into our neighborhood schools because there are no laws of this state to protect black children in charter schools. None. Do you understand that? None. So I understand and I commend all of you all that's doing great work in your charters, but when it doesn't work for my special needs, GT, gifted and talented black child, what do you tell him when he's above his white peers? So we moved to the East Village. I could not get into a public school in the East Village because, sorry, your issue is not big enough. Had you been domestic violence or homeless, we could help you, but since you're not, you're stuck in the school that's abusing your child. And that year, that was his best year, he got 8 suspensions. His best year at Success Academy, 8 suspensions. We're not even talking about the illegal ones that are not on record, okay? Now let's fast forward now. My son is now 10 years old. He went into the Earth School, and you know how we got back into public school? I had to ask a public advocate named Letitia James, which is now no longer a public advocate, to do a favor for my son while I was 9 months pregnant. She did that favor for my black child. How many of us can ask somebody for a favor to help our black children? That's why we're here today, because it ain't too many favors for us. That's number one. So he got the favor to get into a white school. It's a predominantly white school. My black child could no longer focus into a regular education. He became suicidal. Do you understand that? My son was so messed up. He was suicidal. Now
your time is over.
Do you understand that? Now that's what charter schools does to our already ravished black community.